game out of reach.
Yeah.
That being said, like Sixth Revelation might maybe more trouble than it's worth with its mana cost. So I could definitely see a couple like if Andrew has to pay for some of his dual lands or like some bonus
Sure.
mana a little bit, then that comes at a cost against an aggressive mono red deck.
Right. It is, to be fair, it is a way to close once you've somewhat stabilized. Like, if you stabilize at a bit lower life total than you'd like, Sphinx's Revelation will definitely cap that off by gaining you some, then probably drawing you something else that does the same.
That gains life as well, yeah.
How much do you like Angel Serenity in this matchup?
It's okay. It's not fantastic. Really, you could very easily just get run over before it's relevant. But I don't think, like Fourth Ragtusk and Huntmasters and Restoration Angels are enough to, by themselves, to rely on drawing multiples.
Fair.
So you want to, I would, like, when we go to, like, sideboarding, I would side down to, like, maybe one or two.
Okay.
Depending on what Andrew has available to him.
Andrew has a turn 2 Farseek to Kevin's Rakdos Cackler. I actually like Angel Serenity a fair amount here because it gives you a big threat that closes the game out very quickly against the red deck.
Yeah.
But
a lot of times you don't necessarily need to close. However, one of its best functions is actually killing Pyreheart Wolf.
That's true.
So that's like Kevin's late game combination. So
Kevin's gonna pair up this Lightning Mauler, crack in for 6, or putting Andrew to 16. Yeah.
So basically, Kevin using his Lightning Maulers as Rakdos Shred Freaks.
Yep.
Not really setting up some good haste turns, but just getting in his damage. Yeah.
Andrew Shrout passing with a very telegraphed Restoration Angel.
Yeah. Restoration Angel is like an interesting card in that it is correct to telegraph it.
Yes.
A lot of the times. Like you can't really.
You don't really have another play. Like if your opponent doesn't fall, like your opponent decides to walk into it like this.
It is so good that it's worth.
What's the worst case scenario? You end step it. You know, sometimes there are situations where you will want to main phase it so you don't get punished by a counter spell or something. So it looks like Pillar of Flame and Lightning Mauler take down the Restoration Angel. Andrew dropping to 14, and Kevin doesn't have a follow-up creature for this Cackler.
Yeah. So I know Andrew has an Angel Serenity in his hand and a Detention Sphere. He's going to go with Borderland Ranger.
Yep. Likely just trying to get to the 7 mana for the Angel.
Yeah, and the 3 white.
Yes.
Not the easiest thing in the world for
especially
because
he's sitting on 1 right now.
Yeah, this plains will be the second one.
He does only have 1 basic plane, so even if he Restoration Angels this Borderland Ranger, he's still needing another source for the 3rd white.
I would imagine if I were to...
Pyreheart Wolf.
Yeah, build Andrew's mana base again, I would include a second basic plains.
Possibly. Worth asking. If he had that Pyreheart Wolf in hand, maybe should he have considered not pairing the Lightning Mauler on 2? So we can pair with the Wolf on 3?
Well, I think what it is like, this is just like Kevin's basic strategy is to pair anything.
Okay. And just play Rakdos Shred Freak with an upside?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not, I'm not saying it's correct, but that might be his like general philosophy.
Okay. So Detention Sphere takes down the Pyreheart, and it looks like we'll probably have a Hell Rider to match this Cackler.
And do you send the Cackler in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trade with the Borderland Ranger for sure. Puts Andrew down to
9.
9. 9 is correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, he's actually at 7, I believe. The Cackler has attacked 3 times without being blocked.
Okay.
The Lightning Mauler attacked once. It's 8. Hell Rider got in 11, and 2 triggers from the Hell Rider.
Yeah.
So Andrew should be at 7.
This is the
like
exact
the situation we were talking
scenario.
about. Though he does have the Wolf run, so it can trade with the Hell Rider.
Yeah, but this Borderland Ranger not being able to find a plains
is a huge issue.
Yeah, because both of those cards are Angel Serenity.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, honestly, it was legitimately coming back to bite him because also just the whole. You're gonna want this to happen more often than not, like Restoration Angel blinking your Borderland Ranger.
Yeah,
and being able to.
Searing Spear takes out the Borderland Ranger. I believe this puts Andrew to 3, if I've been tracking correctly. Yep. Okay. Yes. Okay. Well, didn't matter because of morbid.
Morbid. So, Kevin
Andrew,
takes game 1.
Dead or super dead. We're unclear, but Kevin is up a game and stole that one when he was on the draw.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, it's one of those things where, this is like one of those situations like those Angel Serenities look really bad that game because they're just like 2 7-mana cards that Andrew couldn't cast. Like, I don't think he can afford the double mulligan.
No.
That he basically had.
The second Angel is an issue.
Yeah.
When I played with 4, I would board down to 3 in this matchup because you never want to draw 2. But you usually would maybe want 1.
Yeah, even with 3, I would be apt to draw board down to 2. It also depends on what kind of stuff you can bring in.
Yeah.
But before we get to sideboarding, we have some trivia.
Yeah.
We get to give away a full year of StarCityGames.com Premium.
Yeah.
Do you have a...
yeah, I got a good one.
Awesome.
So, this was the largest StarCityGames.com Open ever. The standard Open. How many people did we start off with in this Open?
Okay.
Tweet the answer using the hashtag SCG Premium. Make sure you use that hashtag because otherwise we won't be able to find it. And one random person with the correct answer will win a year of free premium.
Yeah, we you want to know we fell just shy of 11 rounds.
Yeah, just shy of the cutoff. I believe actually the joke was there was another Open that reached similar numbers, pretty high, and that was when they had to do the math by hand to figure out how many people were 7 rounds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you've been paying attention, we've definitely said how many people are in this tournament many times.
There may or may not be some way to look at pairings and figure this out as well. I don't know.
You have the tools available.
Yeah.
So if you want a year premium, get your tweets in to hashtag SCG Premium.
Yeah. Let's go to sideboards.
Okay.
What do we see from Kevin?
All right, Kevin, I like his 3 copies of Traitor's Blood.
I absolutely agree.
I also like his 4 copies of Reckless Wave. Maybe more so on the play, but I think they're gonna deal on average more damage than Stormkirk Noble.
Really? I like Stormkirk Noble a lot because looking at Andrew's deck, the only creature he has Selesnya Charm and Centaur Healer, but his other 1 and 2 and 3 drops are Farseek, Avacyn's Pilgrim, Borderland Ranger. Okay. So I think Stormkirk Noble is actually
might actually do some. Yeah. The other card I like quite a bit.
Noble is that sure it becomes a 3/3, it hits him twice, and then it just trades with him. Right, Dusk. Yeah, great.
The other card I like is Thunderbolt. Restoration Angel is such a big card.
Okay.
For this mono red deck to punch through, and being able to, you saw in game 1 that Kevin had the ability to use 2 cards. To trade with the Restoration Angel, but use it if he may not always have that luxury.
Yeah.
And being able to kill it with 1 card and at instant speed.
That's a pretty big deal.
It's a pretty big deal. Like that's why I like instant Thunderbolt and not Mizium Mortars. Instant speed's a big thing.
Yeah. Well,
I don't like Mizium Mortars, but I do like
Mortars. Yeah. I actually think Mortars could be a really big card in this matchup.
Okay.
As a way for Kevin to come back from behind.
All right.
I don't know if I'd want both, but I could see just having a Mizium Mortars kind of this card that yep, it's in my deck, I have it out.
Yeah, while it does let you come back from behind, I think it also lets you fall from ahead if you are in an advantageous board. Mizium Mortars is one of the ways that you can't apply additional pressure.
Okay.
With Mortars, so it might not be as powerful.
It's
there aren't a lot of good targets for it. You lose out on a Centaur Healer exchange. You lose out on a Restoration Angel exchange. Okay. Even though it does 1 card for 1 card, the Angel generally comes down mid-combat.
Sure. I know overloaded side is pretty bad.
Right. The overloaded side has some value, but I'm not sure.
That's the game that he wants to play.
Kevin wants to be in the business of trying to match big plays with big plays.
I actually think my bigger concern is that Traitorous Blood and Mizium Mortars both fill the same kind of role of situational game ender. And I don't think you can afford to bring both in.
Right. That's a good point. I like Traitorous Blood more than Mortars.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Because Traitor's Blood also beats Serenity.
Has a overall higher damage.
Correct.
Potential, and that's what Kevin's interested in.
So Andrew has another Centaur healer. A Supreme Verdict.
Okay.
I think that's very good here.
Yes.
And 2 Pillar of Flames for sure. And potentially a Garrick Relentless.
I'm not huge on Garrick, but like
he has a bigger Garrick
I like
to board
it.
out though.
Yes.
So we can
definitely
run that swap very quickly.
Definitely like 4 mana Garrick over 5 mana Garrick.
Andrew mulliganing on the play.
And so cards that Andrew can take out include the aforementioned Garrick.
Yep.
Some copies of Angel Serenity.
That's about it.
Yeah.
You can't really board out a Borderland Ranger just on principle.
Right, just because his mana is just like not good enough
to do that.
Yeah.
If anything, like it would have to be exactly 1 and no more.
Yeah.
Maybe board out a Selesnya Charm because
that's the other card I was looking at.
It is just a Grizzly Bear.
Right.
Or
even though
I'm sorry, Steadfast Guard I believe is the card.
Yeah. It has a 2/2 with Vigilance. That's its primary role, given that Kevin does not have Thundermaw Hawkeye.
Yeah. If he had Thundermaw Hawkeye, it'd be a very different question.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, he could board out. I'd probably board out
like 1 Charm, 1 Garrick, and 2 Angels.
I really like Angel. I guess he has Revelation to play the same kind of closer role.
Yeah,
so maybe. I really, really like Angel.
Okay.
So I might only board out 1, if that.
Yeah. I mean, we're like nitpicking here. Like, I want 1 copy of the card. You want 2 copies of the card.
I might just leave it
all in. Sure. Yeah. Would you take out Sphinx's Revelation at that point, or do you want all those big cards against a?
I might actually just board out Charms.
Okay.
We're boarding in Pillars, so we have earlier interaction.
Yeah. In terms of cards that Kevin can take out, there's not a lot. I would probably just take out like the Shred Freaks.
Yeah, that card does not seem very good against Andrew's deck. Andrew has no 1-drop against Kevin's Rakdos Cackler.
How many Pillars do you like if you're Kevin?
Possibly 0.
Yeah.
I don't think the card.
Andrew does have Avacyn's Pilgrim, but outside of that, it's a fairly poor card.
Yeah. So Kevin follows up the Cackler with a Ash Zealot. Selesnya Charm flashes in to kill the Cackler.
I think Andrew
the Cackler. I guess.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think Andrew needs that sort of early interaction because of how aggressive Kevin's deck is. Andrew just needs any sort of cheap card that can. Play against that. So.
Ash Zealot followed up with a Lightning Mauler that will pair.
Yep.
Andrew dropping a 14 after having just a Steam Vents for his 3rd turn.
Yeah, so we see Kevin with the glorified Shred Freak.
Yeah. Well, we mentioned you could Pyre Heart Wolf with Lightning Mauler, which makes it a much better Shred Freak.
Yeah.
So Andrew drops a Rootbound Crag, passes the Restoration Angel turn.
Yeah.
4th land for Kevin.
And one thing Kevin can't do here is play a Hellrider.
Absolutely not. Looks like he is playing a Lightning Mauler, pairing with a Strongkirk Noble, and just sending with the 4 creatures. Yeah, one of them dies to a Restoration Angel. Who cares?
Yeah. I mean, he's getting in a ton of damage.
Andrew's probably just debating which creature to block with this Angel. Unless he has a Thragtusk, in which case he might be saving the Angel.
I think it would be very difficult.
Extremely greedy.
Yeah, that's an incredibly difficult play to make. Just pass on 4 with a Restoration Angel to get value out of it later, facing down 4 creatures.
Yeah,
I think Andrew correctly plays 14, the Angel. Yeah,
I think that he wants to block the Lightning Mauler that is paired with the Ash Zealot, or just either one.
He could also, I don't think he wants to. He definitely wants to take down one of the Maulers, I believe.
Yeah. Well, killing the Noble doesn't matter because...
No, he took down Ash Zealot.
Killing the Noble doesn't matter because it's just a 2/2 next turn. It's actually less damage. He gains life by not blocking the Noble.
Yeah.
And as a 2/2, whatever.
Centaur Healer is drawn for Andrew.
Looks like his hand is pretty stacked here.
Oh, he has a Detention Sphere as well. So...
If that's a Thragtusk, he gets to...
If he has
he gets the sphere down both of the Maulers?
Right. If it's a Thragtusk, I think I like that more.
No, I don't know. I think that getting these Maulers out of the way is a little more important. Like, you will have another turn to Thragtusk with this game, for sure. Even if Kevin has land Zealous Conscripts, you will have a turn. And whether you're at 1 life on that turn or... I guess actually even if he has the conscripts. Yeah. So what happens if you Thragtusk, you go to 14? It's actually better for you against the conscripts if this happens, I feel like, than if you had played the Thragtusk.
Yeah, so Andrew falling to a very precarious 1 life. He's going to jump up to 6 here.
Yes.
And have...
I think
Andrew drew a Borderland Ranger.
He was debating whether he wanted to go to 4.
Borderland Ranger, yeah, but like, this is just much better,
6.
yeah.
6 also puts you out of Brimstone Volley range on the attack.
And it leaves Kevin without great attacks. It's, unless, of course, Zealous Conscripts number 2 would seal the match for Kevin.
Yes, it would.
And, but yeah, it looks like he,
does not have it.
Was able to get Andrew to 1, but like, Thragtusk quite the magic card.
Yeah, not really much that Kevin can do to profitably interact with it other than play one of its threatened effects.
Yeah, I think Trader's Blood would have done it for him as well.
Yeah. Either of those effects would have been lethal. So Andrew untaps, and he's going to go through the line that he had set up last turn. Borderland Ranger, get a Plains, cast Centaur Healer, going up to 9. It's even possible I'd have to quickly do the conscripts math and see if another conscript kills him, but it could just be that we see an attack with the Restoration Angel to try and close out so that Kevin doesn't have a chance to get there or to get to a Pyre Heart Wolf. He has another conscripts. We get to attack with 4 creatures, dropping Andrew to 3 life. This attack might be a little unsafe, but I guess he only has 2 conscripts. A Traitorous Blood only puts Andrew to 4. So, yeah, I think this attack's pretty safe. There's only 1 out in Kevin's deck to put Andrew to dead.
A precarious life
3,
total, yeah.
But nothing to put him to dead. Hellrider still makes bad attacks. We'll put Andrew to 6.
So, yeah, and so Kevin, I believe, just draws another land. He might have... doubt he has a burn spell. I wonder if Kevin actually has 2 lands in his hand. I'm trying to think of what they could be that...
he wouldn't have played?
He wouldn't not have played. It's entirely possible that, like, it could be a minor burn spell.
Andrew double Farseeks.
Yeah.
Going Hellbent. Yeah, it could be...
like a pillar that he drew after Andrew
I feel
played
like...
his Thragtusk.
Yeah, it could be a pillar, it could be... I mean, even if it's a Searing Spear, there's no real good targets here. Another land.
Yeah. So...
yeah, it could just be a Hellrider that he's saving for a potential swing.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense, too. Like, just any haste creature.
Yeah, you have so much mana that it shouldn't matter that much.
Right. Again, in this situation, it's definitely better for Kevin to hold, like, haste creatures as hidden information as opposed to lands.
Correct. Kevin down to 11 life, I believe. 3 swings with this angel. Passes. Or Andrew passes back. Kevin looks like he has a Searing Blaze.
There are 2 spells in Kevin's hand.
I believe one of them is a Searing Blaze.
Searing Spear.
Or Searing Spear, yeah.
Searing Blaze would be a lot better.
A little bit better. So, you might have... boom!
Wow.
The exact scenario for Mizium Waters.
Yeah, this is... holy.
Andrew gets a beast.
I mean, it's entirely possible that could have been like a Trader's Blood a while ago, and the game would just have been over.
Yeah.
But
Kevin opting not to Searing Spear. He may not have had a Searing Spear. I may have
Yeah, it may have just been the mortars. Oh, wow.
Andrew top decks a Huntmaster to go back to 8 life, get back into this game. Kevin was likely trying to save that mortars for an actual lethal swing.
Right, but it's just like, I'm taking too much damage here.
Right. So, life total is 8 to 11. 4. Hell Rider.
What do you attack with here? Both?
Both, for sure.
Alright, so I would imagine a double block of the Hell Rider.
Correct.
And this will have Andrew fall to 3.
Andrew is at 3, facing down a Zealous
Brimstone
Volley.
Or dead.
And Kevin takes that with a overloaded Mizium mortars to come back from behind into some burn spells.
Wow, that was quite the match.
Yeah.
Kevin